Hey guys, we have today the YSL EDP Intense. Now, this one, I don't know, I would like to say it's a bit polarizing, at least as far as what I've seen on social media and all that. It lacks the green apple note that the YSL EDP has, which obviously made that scent super popular. It still sells. I think it's one of the best selling scents ever. I'm not saying the best selling, but it's at least in the top 10, top 15. It's a great scent. I absolutely love that one. When you want something a little youthful, energizing. You don't mind a little bit of sweetness, a little playful. Absolutely love that one. I use that actually even to work and things like that. So I have no problem with that. Now, for those of you who have an issue with the green apple note and you think it's a little too sweet, you think it's a little too juvenile for work, that's where this guy comes in. So the Intense basically gets rid of that one, but it still has the core of the YSL DNA, which is, at least for me, it is all about the fresh opening. You need to have, obviously you need to have the fresh opening, and thank god this one still has the ginger note in it. So absolutely nice fresh gingery citrus opening, and then the magic notes come in, the dream team that I would like to call, which is the lavender and the geranium. For me, lavender and geranium in a freshie, it really, really, really makes the freshie for me. I've noticed that with a lot of freshies. I don't know what goes on with that combo of lavender and geranium. It really works for me in freshies. And then after that beautiful dream team do their magic, you then hand it over to some beautiful woody. That's it's a nice woody. Like a greenish vetiver woody, because I'm not saying it's not intense woody. You have vetiver and cedar, so they're kind of like very bright, fresh, clean, dry woody notes. So you have that, and of course you have the patchouli as well over there. So it's a nice transitional handover from there. Nothing for me. I can't complain about this one. It doesn't have a hero note for me, like like how the EDP has the green apple. This one doesn't have a hero note, but it still has the core of the Y DNA. I can still, absolutely use this anytime. However, in my case, because I have a few excessive number of colognes and all that, I kind of struggle to find a reason to pick this one up. So I do use the YEDP a lot, but the Intense, I don't know. I just, if I see it, I'll be like, ah, okay, sure, let's wear it. But if I don't see it, I never like look for it. I'm like, where's that YEDP Intense? Nah, I personally don't look for it. Is it a bad scent? Oh, no, 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 no. Not at all. Far from it. It does what it's supposed to do really well. The word intense is slightly misleading for me. It doesn't have to be there. It's not it really intense compared to the EDP. It lasts pretty much the same or a little less, according to me. At least that's for me. You might have different results. But overall, this is a fantastic blue scent. If you want, like, the very definition of blue, I don't get aqua nuances from this, and I don't get that even from the YEDP. You don't get There's no aqua in this. However, you still kind of get reminded of the Invictus EDT. I have you get a little bit of that, but the sweetness is nowhere close to that. So if you're worried about the sweetness, no, it's not close. This is not an aquatic scent. This is like a very like a standard solid bluish, and also a little bit greenish scent, you can say. Fantastic freshness wise. It's like a no-brainer scent. You just wear it to work, wear it to play, whatever. Uh, but yeah, it just doesn't have the juvenile qualities of the EDP. And I personally like the green apple opening. I like the youthfulness, because when I feel like something, I want something young, something energetic. I would definitely go for the YEDP. That's the one I usually reach out to. I love that scent. So you can see the sprayer there. It's a good sprayer. Nothing to complain about. It's not pressurized. We don't really need pressurized atomizers. I mean, like, slightly overrated, I feel sometimes. But anyway, um, yeah, that was my quick review on the YSL EDP Intense. I think people in the, maybe you can say slightly mature demographic who found the EDP to be a little juvenile, I think they will like this one. I think that's what they were trying to get at. They were trying to reach out to a slightly older demographic as well by releasing this one. I think that was the intent. I wish they just named it a little different. They must should have just called it something else instead of using the word intense in this one, because then a lot of people got offended saying, "Oh, they said intense and it's not really intense." So, you know, yeah. And I also have a feeling this one's going to be very similar to the 2025 La Parfa for some reason. Just from my understanding, I don't have that. I would love to have that one when it gets available for me in my region. um, so let's see, I'll compare that when I get that in. But for now, that's my review on the YSL EDP Intense. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you soon.